My name is Jonathan Kapanga, working for Kenyan Evangelical Lutheran Church as a Secretary General, but now I'm Program Coordinator for the program of Peacebuilding and Conflict Management in Coast Region of Kenya. Here we are in Hola. Hola is in Tana River County in the northern eastern part of Kenya. Now we have a two-day workshop, but basically it's about psychosocial support. We are focusing on the people who were directly affected by the conflict in Bura. Bura is the northern part of Hola, about 60 kilometers from here. Towards the end of last year, there were community clashes there, and a number of people lost their lives. But here we have the families, the relatives of the people who lost their lives, and they are grieving. So when we went there in the first session, we met these people and we had a short meeting with them, trying to understand what they are undergoing. And one of the things that came out clearly is still these people were traumatized by what happened. Now we are bringing these people here, about 20 of them from different families that lost their relatives, or they had their relatives involved in the clashes. And we have professional counselors that are taking them through a counseling session to be able to cope up with the situation, to cope up with the grieving, but also to come out of that grieving and continue with life, because whatever the case, life must continue. So this is a second post-conflict meeting or post-conflict activity that we are having, is basically a psychosocial support for the communities. And we are joined also by the Assistant County Commissioner. He has been able to identify, together with his team, he has been able to identify those who are directly affected. And the Assistant County Commissioner is playing a very important role here. Mr. Vincent is playing a very important role here to ensure that his community are able to overcome the trauma that they have undergone as a result of the conflict. Yeah, so after the workshop tomorrow, we'll have a session to look for the way forward, and we come up with the way forward activities to see what is it next, what is the plan, what is the next plan that we can be able to do in this community. Yeah, this is the work we are doing.
Na sisi tumesema tutajitahidi kwa kiasi tunavyoweza hadi Mungu atakapotuongoza, ili kesho ajaenda mbele tunaangalia haya matarajio tuliyotaja kama tumeyafikia kwa kiasi gani.
I'm Vincent Utime Nyakoko. I'm the Assistant County Commissioner, Bura Division, Tana Sub-County, in Tana River County. Today we have a psychosocial service workshop here at Hola Hotel in Tana River County. This workshop has come about because of a peace meeting that we had last year, December 18th and 19th at Bura. This is after conflict that was in the North Sub-County. So today, the affected people are receiving guidance that is through psychosocial support that is being offered today here at Hola Hotel in Tana River County. So to me, this is a big step whereby those who are affected have to undergo counseling and therapy so as to continue on with their life or how to cope with their life as they go by. So to me, I want to thank the Lutheran Evangelical Lutheran for the positive actions or parts they are doing in terms of peacekeeping, in terms of the therapy, counseling that they're giving those who are affected. Thank you very much.
At least kwa kiwango fulani tuwe tunaweza kusema kwamba psychologically ama hali yetu ya afya ya akili ama tunaweza kukabiliana na msongo, tunaweza kukabiliana na. I am Miriam Musa. I am a psychologist, and for this purpose I'm in Tana River. We've been in Tana River for quite some time, since last year. And mainly it was the response to the floods. We know that Tana River we have issues with man-made and also natural calamities. So for the floods response, actually the aspect of mental health or psychosocial support is very key. And having implemented this project, having participated in this project, there are key things that came out. One thing is that the community really needs healing. And this healing is based on the fact that it's a community that keeps on undergoing this calamity. If it's floods, if it's maybe, let's say, where there is hunger, people need food, or there are clashes. So this is a community that is constantly facing challenges related to such issues. So based on that, the mental health aspect is very, very important, because people will come with NFIs, will distribute food, will distribute the other things, but the mental health aspect needs to be catered for. So when we were doing the mental health sessions, the psychosocial support activities in the community, there's some things that we found out. One is that the community, if we were to look at it, most of the people already have mental health issues like depression, anxiety, issues like where we have even, I'd say that we also have GBV cases in that community. So some of the aspects are taking place because maybe of how people have lived and they continue living, and so the anxiety is something that needs to be addressed at that level. Remember that when these things happen, people lose their property, they lose even loved ones, and those issues continue with them. So they give birth to other issues like drug and substance abuse. So if we also notice that people are more into taking a drug that we call, apart from Mira, what do you call, Mogoka. So most of the young people, and even not only young people, most of the men are abusing that drug, which is also has its own effects in the community, because in the economic aspect of issues, when you look also at the mental health aspect and the health in general, relational, how people relate. So you find that it becomes a vicious cycle. So if mental health is not given that priority in this community generally, then you find that more and more issues will keep cropping up. So I want just to congratulate or to appreciate the implementers who are doing this project, the Lutheran, the Act Alliance, and in general, whoever is contributing to the mental health aspect, the psychosocial part, taking that deeper sense to want to understand the hows and the why things are taking place. So that aspect is important. We also noticed in one of the villages that the people who had tried to commit suicide, the number was high. So based on this, you find that in society, if the aspect of suicide is there, then it means that the impact, there's something that needs to be done to be able to help this community. There's also the issues of cultural issues, where maybe the boy child and the girl child and the difference in the genders and how they are taken. And then there's also one thing we noticed, that the parents are complaining about their youth, and the youth are complaining about the parents. This is based on the fact that the last born has a responsibility of taking care of the parents. But then also the firstborn has a responsibility. But what about the boy child and the girl child? So it's like the girl child feels they are not given that priority that they deserve. So most of it is on the boy child. But then also there is this shift in the community where you find that young people are becoming, for lack of a better word now, maybe the parents are saying they have become more, they feel like more lazy, doing less. They want to be in the community, but they are not really outgoing, or they don't have that initiative. So you find that the parents are complaining. But then on the other aspect, we found out that as much as this is happening, when we talk to the youth, you find that the parents have also contributed partly to that by how the cultural aspects, what they are looking at these young people as part of, even a 32-year-old, a 40-year-old still living with the parents. And you see, having perpetuated that, this young person will want to remain there as a child, but then at the same time, they're also grown. So you find that they also have, they don't understand. Are they adults? Are they children? Do they have the freedom? So they feel like they are caged. And the parent feels that they are lazy. So you find that some of these issues we found in the community. So I think by finishing the end of it, I want to say that there's very need to have more psychosocial support sessions to target individuals and one-on-one sessions in this community. So thank you so much for that.